How's it going? Alright, so a new video post. It's been a while since I've done this. Still, I'm amazed by what people can produce on YouTube while living with things like fibromyalgia, complex regional pain. It's amazing. And today I want to talk about how I'm going to do a really big push in trying to document that process and see where I get. All right, so one thing I did, my last vlog, I kind of changed the format. I went back, I rewatched it. It's a long video, but I did it totally unscripted, and going back, watching the footage, listening to myself, it was very revealing just to hear myself speak about living with fibromyalgia, complex regional pain, unscripted. Obviously, I didn't go into all of the nitty-gritty detail, but rather than trying to spin my condition and how I'm treating it as all positive and, you can make these gains, it just kind of pulled back the curtain a little bit, and everything isn't rosy when you live with a condition like fibromyalgia or complex regional pain, chronic pain, whatever. It sucks, but you got to keep going. So this new format, a little unscripted, a little more meandering, but hopefully it's kind of shows it for what it is a little better. All right, so key points, key takeaway. Life is hard when you live with a chronic pain, and I can't imagine anyone out there with this condition that doesn't try to overcome it, doesn't try to make their conditions better. But it's a hell of a disease in which it won't let up, despite doing what the doctors tell you to do, despite changing your diet, trying to exercise, trying to use all the pharmaceuticals they prescribe, despite alternative approaches to therapy, Eastern philosophy approach to treating illness and disease. The stupid disease just won't let go. It won't relent. You would imagine with most diseases, some can be awful and, terminal, life-threatening, but either you make progress or you decline, right? This stupid disease just, you don't make progress, you don't decline to the point of being on your deathbed, but you might as well be. You feel like it. And it's just a monster. It is literally a monster. Say, for instance, right now, I'm going back to this diet that was prescribed to me from a specialist at University of Michigan. I've tried this diet before. I'm like rehydrating, cutting out sugars, eating nothing but raw vegetables and fruit and salmon. I got sleep the last 2 nights. You would think I'd feel better. Nope, instead, crushing migraine. So I'm kind of on the tail end of migraine right now. But I thought, what a great opportunity. You can probably see it in my eyes. I really live with this disease. It sucks. Trying to power through. All right. So, regardless, what do I have going on? 1 month from now, I am supposed to go backcountry alpine backpacking with one of my best friends from grad school because he's getting married. So it's going to be kind of like a bachelor last hurrah type thing. Should be fun. Should be great. I used to go backpacking with him all the time. We had some great adventures, but I am physically a wreck. So that's like 29 days from now. Oh God, it's 27 days from now. I've got work to do. Now, months ago, I told myself I'd start getting in shape, eating better. I've been trying to make small efforts here and there, but of course, I get flares, setbacks, crushed by pain, lack of sleep, muscle spasms, lack of coordination and stability, in which I haven't made any progress. I'm essentially at zero. If you compare me to even 5 years ago, I'm definitely at a zero. But what are you going to do? You can't stop living your life. You can't bail on everything even though you want to. God, I've bailed on a lot. So, what am I going to do? I am going to, essentially for the next month, commit to some level of physical activity today, pushing my boundaries, either running, hiking, cycling, swimming, or lifting weights, right? So at least one of those things every day for the next 27 days. Obviously, I'll take some break. I'll be smart about it, but right. It's a lot to think about, but my intention is to just kind of push through. I know some people think that's not wise. Some people think that's the way you do it. I don't know, but I am just sick of being held hostage. It's affecting every aspect of my life. And I hate it, and all I want to do is fight back against it. And I try to do that. And I just don't know what to do other than just keep fighting. So this is me just fighting harder, fighting more desperately. I don't even know. Stupid disease. All right, so 1 month. What am I going to do? Commit to physical daily activity, hiking, biking, swimming. I'm like at a zero for every one of those things. I used to, here, let's do a comparison. I have this chart for myself. I know it's silly, but let's do a comparison. This is me 5 years ago on average. This is me today. Everything's a zero. Everything is a zero. Okay, so if I don't do anything, I'm obviously going to stay at a zero. I have to try something. Even if it means I'm in more pain. Like I said, I've already started to change my diet. Already do a little bit of intermittent fasting. But now I need to really step up on the physical activity. Despite having, a migraine, despite having a leg you want to chop off, despite having no energy, show must go on. All right, so also working on my diet. I am revisiting certain aspects of the Wahl's protocol, and I did a short video on this about a year ago. It's a hard diet. It's not as hard as true ketogenic diet, but it's hard in the amount of total fruits and veggies the protocol calls for. Because it's like 8 to 11 cups of vegetables and some fruit a day. That's a lot. And thus far, just, short-term results, crushing headache, awesome. But I'm just going to stick with that, a little bit of intermittent fasting, pushing myself physically, see what comes out on the other end, right? It's all one big experiment. So in this experiment, I hope to document the process. I'll do that 2 modes. One, with the camera, I need to find a way to simplify how I document things. This kind of vlog format is a little too cumbersome and takes up too much, so maybe working with my iPhone, things like that. And of course, using technology, fancy new Apple Watch SE. My wife got me that for my birthday. And going back to old school, documenting of your daily activity. And this is a great thing that I actually used in years past when I was training for my triathlon, since this condition started. And, it's helpful to interact with things on a physical basis. This also has some fun things in there like speed chart and running a faster 10K. I won't be running a 10K anytime soon. So this is fun to keep. I like interacting with it at a physical level, and, it's all about setting those goals and tracking the goals. That's part of the fun. All right, so this is a new adventure. What am I saying with this? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Why is vlogging so foreign to me? All right, so anyway, new adventure here. We'll see how the documenting process goes. Hopefully it doesn't take up too much time to create the content. YouTube's still a bit of a mystery to me, but in many ways this kind of helps keep me accountable to myself. And the reason to be accountable to myself is for my wife, my daughter, my family, my community, and ultimately for everybody else. For anyone who watched this far, ultimately I'm being accountable for you. Because I know how hard it can be with one of these conditions, not knowing how to navigate it, and I don't know. Oh God, I got a crushing headache. I just want to create something to break the isolation, right? Of course, I want to heal and recover and not be in pain, but maybe kind of breaking down the isolation barrier. Something. I don't know. I'm trying. That's all I can do. That's all anyone with these conditions can do. So this is me doing it. And I hope you can do it for yourself as well. All right. I'll keep you updated. I'm documenting this, putting this out into the world. It is known now. I must do it. Be awesome.